Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back. Wow, I said that really fast, just thinking about it now. Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back to another episode of VLR, Virtue's Last Reward, or Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Last episode gave me a headache a little bit because I had to I was over bombarded by the rule set of the prisoner's dilemma kind of thing. We had an over explanation about the situation that we're in to decide on ally and betray. And with the choices that we need to still make, apparently Sigma remembered something of a weirdly, oddly different parallel universe type of thing in the flow. So we'll probably see that eventually, I think, at a later stage. But for now, yeah, the reason why Fi is looking like that and there's silence from her is because apparently Sigma requests his head to be rested on her thighs, on her leg.
Huh. バカバカしい。
She called him an idiot.
心配して損した。
Fi and I spent the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way? Or was it all a hallucination brought on by stress, or maybe some strange drug they've dosed us with while we were out? It had seemed real though. Was it a premonition? I had to stifle a bark of laughter at that thought. Seeing the future. This wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel. This was real life. Things like that didn't happen. I was just tired. The stress of the Nonary game was probably getting to me more than 5 thoughts. I was tired, and I was emotional. A hallucination was strange, but really, it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if it hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for a while, for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles. Alright. 10 minutes?
アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り5分です。
Okay. We spent 10 minutes thinking about nothingness, and now we only got 5 more minutes.
プレイヤーは速やかに投票を済ませてください。所定の時刻までに投票を行わなかった場合、未投票者の選択は協力に設定されます。
Automatically out. Oh, interesting. Okay. They never mentioned what would happen from the bunny if we didn't vote. So it seems like auto alliance is gonna be the case. What the hell was that?
翻訳が必要か？締め切り時刻までに投票を行わなければ、選択は自動的に協力に設定される。
Yeah, I know, I heard.
そう言ったんだよ。
So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go into the AB room.
そうなるな。だが、我々はすでに部屋の中に入ってしまったんだ。ここまで来たからには、どちらかを選ぶべきだろう。さあ、どうするシグマ。協力を選ぶか、裏切りを選ぶか。
Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear that we should choose betray.
べきだとは言ってない。選ばざるを得ないと言ったんだ。
That's the same thing.
全然違う。前者は能動的な主張であり、後者は受動的な報告だ。
No, there's no passive or active, nothing. It's just literally you telling us to do betray. Whatever. You still want to betray, right?
ああ。
Then why did you ask me? Yeah, you exactly pointed out the point. You said you wanted betray, and then you said yes, and it's still a should from you. So we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said you would be screwed if our BP dropped to 1. What did you mean by that? Is there something going to happen? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something?
死ぬ。
Yeah, that's expected. I don't get how Sigma does not know that. Nani? What?
BP が0以下になれば死ぬ。バングルに仕込まれた注射装置が作動して。
I'll take it. Are you sure?
ああ。
Well, how the hell do you know that? Zero never said anything about it.
わからない。わからないが、知っているんだ。
Oh, okay, so she might have had memories of the past version of herself, or memories of the alternative version of herself, telling her about it because she's experienced it probably first.
ただ、なんとなく、そんなような気がして。
Oh, come on! That again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name. How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth? Wait, Choto. Did you see it?
え？
Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
は？何を言ってるんだ、お前。さっきも同じように、わけのわからないことを言ってたよな。
Thanks a lot. Then, you haven't.
なあ、本当に大丈夫か、シグマ。どうかしてるぞ、お前。
Thanks a lot for calling me crazy, man. This was wrong. Fi was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. But what if I wasn't? What if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree. Choose. 1 minute.
投票の締め切りまで残り1分です。
おい、いよいよタイムリミットが迫ってきたぞ、シグマ。
Sorry for yawning. Excuse me.
どうするんだよ。お前がやらないなら、この私が。
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
ちゃんと、裏切りを選んでくれるんだろうな。
Yeah. Wait, what? I don't really get a choice? Don't worry about it.
わかった。それじゃあ頼む。
投票の締め切りまで残り30秒です。
Wait, so I don't really get a choice? Let me see the flow. No, we are on the flow choice, yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens. Do we actually get a choice, or does it just actually just plays out the way that the game wants to? I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. I ran over my options one last time. There was only one possible choice. Okay, that was like a... Okay, I was like, why is it red? It's like, is that the one that we're not choosing? I hate this so much. I'm not gonna trust Fi on this. I'm sorry. Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
アンビデックスゲーム第1ラウンド終了。
Bang, 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 bang. I got the freaking choice that I made. I already said this. I'm not gonna trust Fi yet. Like, I know she might know what's ahead, but I think she chose, I think she's choosing Betray because she wants to see the thing that she didn't see, or that she might be, like, what she wants you to trust to know the solution. But I think that the ambiguity, I think, I'm trying to think, like, because the flashback memories, or the flashback of those quote-unquote memories of Sigma, feels like if she knew exactly what that was, if she knew what Betray looks like. Yeah, because there's two things. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I'm trying to put together how I want to explain it. If she's explaining it like she knows what Ally is going to turn into, it sounds like Ally made us go through the worst of one of the stuff. But then again, also, if she's telling us to do betray, maybe she's doing it because she saw that we chose betray in that other path and led us to our death, to our end. Because it didn't really save us anyways. Or it didn't progress the story to the proper ending. So in this case, I'm choosing the opposite of what she thinks because I think that the opposite's always true to be the right solution, I think. Because I always feel like sometimes the game chooses to make things the way it is, but it's like... It's kind of like the topic of... I think this is a good topic of choosing between fate and fate, destiny, or choice. Like, are you destined to do the thing by choosing that selection, or is this based on your choice as you choose to do the thing? Like, that's a good topic that I liked a lot in community college that I took for English, where we had to write essays based on stories we read. But I think that's where it's at, where I'm like, right. Do we want to face the destiny and choice, or do we face the choice of doing the opposite of what destiny, fate has chosen for us? Because 5 feels like a representative of fate and destiny, that we're destined to choose that thing, while Sigma plays as the kind of character who's doing the choice. So, yeah.
結果は倉庫内のディスプレイに表示されます。
Okay. But also, at the same time, I did see in one of the flashbacks that Alice does die, which I'm guessing is the choice of what happens when we choose to betray, I think.
お疲れ様でした。アンビデックスゲートを開放します。
I hope Fi doesn't get mad at me because I did exactly the opposite of what she told me to do. All right. Okay, before we read this, let me go and see what the flow looks like. Is it going to be on the one side, or if it's going to be... Oh, baby, there is one side to it, I wonder. So we're not going to meet the branch. We're not going to hit this branch here. So that's interesting. Oh, sorry. So it's not going to hit that particular branch right over here, at least. So at least we're avoiding that branch, I guess. For now. But then it looks like there's going to be a lot more choices down there in general. I think if we reduce the choices, it would make more sense for me to know if that's the case. Yeah, because I'm going to try to aim for this ending right here. I don't know if this is the true ending or if this is the ultimate bad ending. But I think that looks like a good ending considering how far down it is compared to the other ones. Like, these two are the ones that are like the farthest down. Unless there's no true ending until we reach the one that's like right here or something like that. Like, if that's the true ending, I'd be surprised. Because it does the whole thing that Zero Escape 999 did. But who knows? Who really knows? As Faya and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. What? Why is everyone rushing to just see who's choosing what?
Sigma, どういうことだ? 私の言ったこと、聞いてなかったのか?
Yes. Yeah, I was. And yeah, I did.
だったら。
Well, I want to believe in Alice.
合理的な意見とは言えんな。
I don't care. I thought you told us not to choose the rational decisions. You said so yourself. Don't choose the rational decisions. I know. Shiru? I think it's called Shida. No, it's Shimas. I don't know.
Oi! Sigma-kun!
Why are you the one calling me, damn it?
Fai-kun! 何してるんだよ!
What are you kids doing over there?
結果発表始めちゃうよ!
Okay.
行こう、シグマ。
Though if we do die in this game, I just don't really care because, again, we get to start over anyways, and we're supposed to start
と
over.
にかく、結果とやらを聞こうじゃないか。
Alright. So this.
揃ったみたいだね。ほいじゃあ早速だけど、始めることにしようか。
My thinking is that everybody's gonna choose ally except for one group, and that is Dio, I think. Because I don't think Clover and Kay is gonna be that interested in betraying the old man or whoever they paired up with. I forgot who they paired up with. But I'm pretty sure that Luna's gonna die if Dio is gonna be like, or Luna might be closer to her death.
アンビデックスゲーム第1ラウンド
Round 1, okay. So maybe, okay, let me think here. If I did choose the wrong choice, that means we don't really have much of a choice by the time we hit here, because that last choice is our death, basically. But then why the hell is this the longest path down, though? If that is gonna lead to our choosing to be dead, like, so quickly. I just wonder. Anyways, let's see.
結果発表
It makes me anxious now. I think the results is more anxious than the choice we made.
皆さん、画面にご注目ください。
Hmm? Oh. What happened? Oh. Oh, baby. I can't believe Clover and Kay betrayed. Wow. That is the opposite of all my expectations. See, here I thought Clover and Kay would have been the ally, and Tenmyo would have been, like, fine, I guess, with the Clover and Kay combo. But, holy heck, Dio actually allied with Luna? That's amazing. And then, of course, Alice gets to betray us. So, it seems that, yeah, we'll probably die out quickly. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take that death much more sooner than anything, I guess. So we'll explore this path, I guess. I mean, I guess I wasn't right this time around. It's weird because I don't remember my choices from Zero Escape 999, and I got the right path immediately into the game. But in this case, I don't think we're gonna hit the good ending ever. So it's like, okay. I thought Alice was a nice person, but yeah, I guess that's gonna be how it is.
というわけで、結果発表は以上なんだうさ。各自バングルの数字を確かめてほしいんだうさ。
I don't like this. I don't like the betraying of what we get. Oi, Alice! What the hell is this?
どういうことも何もないわ。私はただ最も理にかなった選択をしたまでよ。
Oh, Alice's rational choice, really? Is that a real rational choice? Are you sure that's a real rational choice? Nobody is... I think a lot of these characters love to play the fast game. I think that most of these characters want to play the fast game. Either the fast game or the super duper tremendously slow game. And the reason why I say super tremendously slow game is because nobody earns the point. And that's the super tremendously slow game. That's the most irrational choice in my life, to hear that this is the most rational choice of getting betrayed on both sides. Who the hell thinks this is the most rational choice? No. Just no, this is not rational choicing. This is just stupidity. I'm sorry. What? A part of me feels like this is only intended because it's intended to do this. The story is intending to do this because it wants to give you a quicker ending on one path, and I can see that being fine for that reason, of narrative reasons. But at the same time, I feel that as a person, of a player who's like aware that the smart choice could be made so easily, yet they label the bad choice, the worst choice, to be the rational choice. Like, I'm saying like the not the fact that, you know, we choose ally and they betray. not that. That's not like the problem point. The problem point is they expect us to do betray. To tie the choices. And that sounds dumb. I don't know if the other path will probably end up being where Alice turns into betray. And I don't know if this pathway right here is her saying betray with us betray. My assumption is that maybe, or that the story is meant to say, hey, we're gonna betray, and then she'll ally, and then we get forced into this position of another choice, which I don't care anymore. I think that we get what we get, and we might not have enough points to. So that's probably what it is, actually, thinking about it even further. Like, the reason why this thing exists right here, or this one line exists, is because we can't make a choice to go to the next room with 2 other groups. Instead, we're forced to take that one group. Whoever that solo person is with us will have to go with us, which is Tenmyo, probably, because Tenmyo loses all his points as well. So we get only a total of 3 points or something like that. That we can only be able to enter one room that has that much points only. And then at the end of the road, we have to decide either to lose it all to Tenmyo or we don't. I think that's what's happening at the end of this road, which is kind of such a boring thing, though. Why couldn't it just end up being like ally, and then one group only has the betrayal? Maybe because they are too afraid to like extend that story further on. Because I feel like if they do write that story, like if I was in the mind of a narrative designer or the writer behind this particular path of the game, then the idea would be that like if you extend it to two, like if you ally, then it extends the path of this particular trajectory even further, because you have to do other things, like you have more rooms to go to and stuff to go through. But I think this game is choosing not to let you have okay. I'm thinking that this game is choosing not to let you have a choice to get the ally situation a lot. They're gonna try to make you choose betray or ally, and have the swap of opposites every time, maybe. But I should have went with Luna, damn it, because Luna seems to be like the nice person at least. But gosh, this sucks. All right.
この状況で裏切り以外を選ぶなんてありえないでしょ。頭悪いんじゃないの？あなたたち。
No, Alice, you're the asshole. That's it. どうして? Why did you do it?
むしろ私の方が聞きたいくらいだわ。なんで協力なんてバカな手を選んだの？
どうして? Why? Haven't you heard of the prisoner's dilemma? The best solution is for all of us to choose ally.
全員で一致団結してね。でも、K と四つ葉のところも裏切りを選んでるわよ。
I know that. You know why? Because they want to win the game and get the hell out of here. Plain and simple. But look at the middle pairs. They're at least ahead of each other or ahead with each other, you know? Like, all of them actually gets a chance. But at this point, it makes sense too, because it helps pushes Alice to pair up with Kay and Clover for the next run, because I'm pretty sure one of the doors is going to label 6. There's going to be another door that labels 5, and there's going to be another door that labels 1. And that's where all 3 of our groups is predetermined, basically. Our group basically gets predetermined in the next run, basically. But yeah, I guess.
確かに私も囚人のジレンマのことは知ってるわ。だけど、全員で協力を選ぶなんて理想論なのよ。
Are you sure about that? It's pretty reasonable because everyone gets to share to get out of here.
この結果が全てを物語ってる。でしょ？出会ったばかりの人間をむやみに信じるなんて、よっぽど純粋なのね、あなた。
You know, if Alice ever dies in the other path, I won't feel sorry for her, honestly. I think the way the writing happens made me feel like, right, next time I should probably not feel sorry if she dies, and I'll be like, well, She betrayed us one point. I guess this is a fair game for us to let her be betrayed in the future point.
まあ純粋というかただの愚か者だけど。
Nani? What?
あら怒った？ごめんなさい。一応忠告してあげたつもりなんだけどな。
No, it's fair. It's a lesson I'll learn, I guess. It's also interesting because me as a player, I'm frustrated, and I just don't like the fact that the writing made it this way. But a part of me feels like a part of me in the department of like karma, or of like I understand that I get to rewind and replay some parts of this thing. I won't be sad if Alice dies in another path. I truly wished that nobody would have died in this game. But I forget 0x8999 made us all die at least once in the game. Like, yeah, the previous game at least had everyone dying at least in one path once, at least in one of those paths. And yeah, I guess our character is gonna have to die first to make us learn a lesson. I guess, like we'll have to learn that lesson. I guess.
アリスの言う通りだ、シグマ。
Whatever, Fi. I don't care.
お前は愚かな選択をした。
But also, this is another thing I hate about the writing of this. Not the Japanese side. I don't think the Japanese side has said something like about me being stupid. They probably said it a bit more nicely and more straightforwardly, a little bit, like more bluntly. But in the case of the English translation, it makes me feel like, man, you're beating up your player for no reason at all. You're calling me stupid, you're calling me an idiot, you're calling me tender-hearted. Two of the three words were a little bit too much for me to feel like it makes me feel like I'm not learning my lesson, and that it strikes a chord with me being a little frustrated and angry. Like, I feel like personally I would probably quit playing the game right after this, after the insults of this.
おかげで我々の BP は1に。
As I said, I don't care, because I get to rewind back to see what happens next if I choose the other way. But, I do think that, yeah, Alice will get her karma in another path somewhere, and I would not feel sorry for her. I mean, it does do a good story point to make me pissed off that, you know, Alice does deserve to die. I don't give two craps about it. But at the same time, I don't like the fact that the narrative tells so much about how we need to be destined to choose a thing, because, you know, it's the logical sense. It's not really logical if everyone chooses to try to speed run to the end of the game, you know? Speed run to get the heck out of here. God damn it. Kusa. I set my jaw and stomped away from Alice and Fi. My hands had balled themselves into a fist, but my throat was tight and my eyes stung. Why? Why had she done it? Quark, Dio, and Luna's group, on the other hand, seemed calm, almost happy.
ありがとうございます。協力を選んでくださって。
See, I thought Dio would at least be like an asshole or a prick and chooses like the other thing, but I guess I'm wrong. I guess I judge his character a little bit more roughly because of how he acted, and I think that's also another issue, is that they try to make it like don't judge the books from its cover kind of feeling, but it's like characteristically I feel like Dio would still do it though, because he just feels like the type of person. But maybe Quark might have convinced him off of it, saying like Luna wasn't like that kind of character or person.
あのね、本当のこと言うと、ディオさんは裏切りを選ぼうとしてたんだ。
Knew it! Okay, so I was right. But I think Quark walked him off of it, because Quark was like, you know, treating Luna the way that they did would have been really bad. So Quark probably convinced Dio like, hey, let's just trust Luna, because Luna might be like in the right here for allying. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised Dio was choosing betray, because I kind of felt like his characteristics would be that way.
What?
Smart. Quark is creating a rift either ways.
ディオさんは裏切りを選んで3点をもらって2人で脱出しようって言ったんだよ。
Knew it.
そしたら僕たちの BP は6になって、次の AB ゲームでも裏切りを成功させれば脱出できるでしょ。
そんな、本当ですか？ディオさん。
いや、違うんだ。
remember, Quark, if you say this thing, it's gonna make Luna betray you the next time around.
なんてね。嘘嘘。
Wait, what?
冗談。ディオさんがそんなこと言うわけないじゃん。
I don't know about that.
冗談なんですか？
I don't think that's true. I think that's...
ああ、いきなり何を言い出すのかと思ったぜ。
No, I think Quark literally lied to see the reaction he wants to get, but ultimately kind of like turn it around to just make fun of Dio, I guess. Like he's a playful type, I guess. Quark.
びっくりしたでしょ。
じゃあやっぱり最初から協力を。
But that stuttering from Dio kind of shows that he did really actually think about betray, but Quark was just probably turning it around just to make her feel bad for a little bit.
本当にありがとうございます。
もういいって。僕らは当然の選択をしただけだもん。ねえ、ディオさん。
ああ、そうだな。
とにかく話は分かった。わしが短時間の間に信頼関係を結べなかったのが敗因ということじゃな。
まあ、そういうことになるかな。
See, now I'm sympathetic to Tenmyoji. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, I think this is definitely a trust issue kind of game. A trust type of game, right? But in a weird way, none of these characters portrays realistic trusting of any sorts. Instead, everyone wants to just fast-pace their way out of here.
なんだか、そんな風に素直に認められちゃうと、拍子抜けしちゃうけど。
Wow. You know what? Why I think Tenmyoji was this type of person with ally though, is because he's older. Like he doesn't have much left to lose, honestly, and that's why he's very patient and very like. He wouldn't choose betray because he doesn't feel the need for it, because he's not desperate to go out, because he's already old enough, he's lived his life. If I was like an older person and like I have to make a sacrifice to help the younger generation, of course I have to like let them go ahead of me. But knowing that like they don't trust me the way that they do, then that's yeah, that's how it goes, I guess. Like, that makes sense that, Tenmyoji wouldn't want to betray anyone because he's not in a rush. He's not the type of person who's rushed because he's lived longer than all of us as a group. Unless Kay is an older person, but otherwise, yeah. It looked like there had been some sort of argument between Kay, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Although whatever it was, seemed to have resolved itself amicably. Yeah, Alice did not.
ねえゼロ、次のラウンドはいつ行われるの？
よくわかったね。次のラウンドがあるって。
だってあなた第1ラウンドって言ったじゃない。第1があるなら第2があるのは当然でしょ。
それにそもそも AB ゲームは BP を9以上にすることが目的だったはずです。
But it also makes me wonder, like, is there actually a chance where we find a path that everyone doesn't die on, Like, I think that's the one thing I'm still looking for, is the path where everyone is actually dealing with, like, equal level footing, and everyone wants to get out of here, and everyone plays the 3 rounds of, like, choosing to betray or ally kind of thing. But, I don't know, I feel like that's probably not going to happen ever at all, sadly enough.
2回目がなければ誰もその数値に達することはできません。
True.
ああ、まあ、そうだね。確かに君たちが言った通り、第2ラウンドを開催されるよ。
いつ？
いつかはわからない。
どうして？
投票の受付は AB ルームの扉、AB ゲートが開いた時から始まるからなんだうさ。
It's already open, yeah?
すでに開いてますけど。
そうだね。じゃあ閉めちゃおーっと。
Okay.
アンビデックスゲートが閉鎖されました。
Oh shoot, we're already over time.
アンビデックスゲーム第2ラウンドは月の回です。
Will be the moon round. Huh. I wonder what's the difference between the second round, I wonder. Alright. Cool. I'll end it here for now. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds, and hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night to everyone for watching this. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Oh, no, I'm not quitting here. I wanted to go to Flow, actually. I'm a little disappointed with the way that the story is written to this, but again, there has to be an ending, obviously. There's always going to have to be a bad choice and a good choice. I mean, at points in time where I'm just feeling like it's such a sad thing to see that this game chooses to, like, play it in a more illogical sense. I think I just feel like I shouldn't have paired with, like, the reason why I felt like I could trust Alice was because, you know, from the previous game, she's been through sort of the weird Zero Escape 999 situation. But, like, she didn't really go through the full Null game gauntlet, which I realized, and I forget about that sometimes. But I thought she would have at least had this sort of feature or feeling of, like, what she's been through with Junpei and stuff. But I guess I was wrong. I mischaracterized her, and, yeah, I guess the writing is all on the board, I guess. Like, the writing could have just chose to give us ally, but the game chose not to give us that, and that is totally fair, and I regret my decision a little bit, but I don't regret it too much, because I, again, will expect Alice to die in another pathway that is not on my choice end for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe if we chose Betray, and we tie in the Betray. Maybe Tenmyoji also ties in the Betray as well with the thing. I'm wondering. It makes me now wonder, like, what happens if we chose something differently. It just makes me think that way. I mean, we will explore that option later in the next round of the endings and stuff, but that will come when the time comes. So I look forward to seeing what's next. I don't know what's going to happen. I think my biggest goal right now is just to aim for all the puzzles, solving all the puzzles and getting all the endings. I should probably not care too much about the decision we made here. But I do think that the decision here was stupid. Like, not just my stupidity of choosing that thing and trusting an actual fictional character, but the fact that the writing chose to say, hey, we need to end it, you know, somehow. So not everyone is going to always inherently think to choose the ally situation always, because they need to push that story to end somehow, either poorly or very magnificently or very goodly. I guess the good ending is what we're aiming for, so that's obviously the case. I'm wondering if the good ending requires that we choose, like, I'm wondering where the good ending will happen. So it's still in my head that I want to get that, but I'm just wondering which one would be the one to hit that. But at least we know that we're not going to hit the good ending. We'll probably hit the worst ending. We'll see, I guess. I'll hit the one with the longest path first, is my goal, I think, at this point. And then from there, we'll see if that leads us to the ultimate bad path, or if that leads us to the ultimate good path, I guess, which is not going to be great to say, because it might not be. But we'll see. We'll see. Other than that, that's it for this episode. So, Roz, out.